Om Stapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasya avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Our salutation to Sri Ramakrishna, who is the establisher of all religions and a living embodiment of spirituality. Om, peace, peace, peace. I didn't want to declare that I am going to Frankfurt, but our brother did it. Today we are, from the 10 o'clock onward, rather we are thinking of Sri Ramakrishna. And Sri Ramakrishna is the unique phenomena, as has been referred by Aldous Huxley, no, Christopher Isherwood. And actually Sri Ramakrishna's life is such a unique story in the history that we get so much out of it from whatever angle we look at. Particularly in this age of skepticism, in this age of violence and disturbances, Sri Ramakrishna's life is like a soothing balm to the whole humanity. Even we read the gospel when we are young boys, maybe 5-10 years boy, even who have just started learning and can read, they will find some charm in the gospel. And then a matured person in spirituality, they will find different light, different spirit behind each word. It is the perennial message of the ancient sages as if come together. That's why Swami Vivekananda told Sri Ramakrishna to be the Veda Murti, the embodiment of the wisdom of Vedas. Even where the Vedas could not express the spiritual wisdom, Sri Ramakrishna's experience has made it possible to put into the limelight, into our consciousness. We may not understand that, but the depth and profundity of Sri Ramakrishna is that there is nothing but God. This life is, we are living, that is not to give up, but being in this life, a unique message given to the modern age so that one can really transcend this sufferings and pains and all these evils around it, and spiritualize one person and intoxicate oneself in God realization. Not by giving up physically outside, but it is giving up the attachment, giving up. And how to do that? His own life explains. He stands on the highest realm of experience only. He does not understand anything but God. You read the whole of gospel, you try to find how many things he has talked about the world, who is eating, who is sleeping, what has happened to whom. All this, only you will find that only one word. Go forward, dive deep. Life is going on. Realize God in this life. Goal of life is God realization. That emphasis again and again and again is given. And if one can take that spirit and live in the life, then life becomes blessed and life becomes meaningful. So we are here as we are listening to the story of Sri Ramakrishna, who spoke like Christ in the language, in the parable, and that parable actually it sticks to our mind. Examples are infinite examples. His example, wherever he has given, it's superficially it attracts as a story. But it takes us to the deeper depth of understanding about the truth itself. Talking about, say, I just refer one story, that the Ramakrishna spoke about the condition in which we live, our condition. And he says that 4 types of jivas are there. One is ever liberated. They are never bound. They come into the world for the good of humanity. They are called Ishwar Kotis. And there are other people who are liberated by effort, by practice. Some are struggling to realize the freedom, and some are very happy to be in the world and totally steeped into the worldliness, forgetting what is within. Beautiful story of the fisherman and in the net, and how the fish jumps out before even the net falls. Some, even they fall that freed himself immediately. Some is struggling to get out, and some is totally forgetful about that, and he thinks it's a beautiful net is a beautiful protection for me. And he takes himself into the mud and he hides there. So this is one simple example, but it gives a total philosophical background of our human life, that how we live, how one should try to get out, and how we should be aware that we are bound, and how we can get out of it with struggle, and how one can free himself even before coming into the net of this. So, from the bound soul to the ever-free soul, this range of whole in a very, it can be, Swami Vivekananda said, Sri Ramakrishna is such vast that his profundity is so deep that it can be explained days and days and days. And that story is there, that what is the speciality? Then Swami Vivekananda said, take the story of the blind man and the elephant, and they touch the different parts of the body. And Swami Vivekananda continued to say about 3 days continuously about bringing all the philosophies of the world and what it means, what Sri Ramakrishna explained by simply saying that blind man touching the elephant and trying to describe it. So the indescribable truth, when we describe through our personal experiences, limited perspective, we always limit it, and there comes the conflict between one person or the other person. But he who has seen the whole elephant, his vision is correct. So what a wonderful message for the whole humanity, to be in harmony, in peace and joy, and respect everyone's perspective of looking at the elephant, the trunk or the tail or broomstick or the whatever you call pillar or the what you call the whatever name you can give. So this point is that is Sri Ramakrishna is so deep and profound. So we should study Sri Ramakrishna in this perspective, so that we go into the depth, and he stands for harmony, he stands for peace, for world unity, and he never criticized any religion. He united even someone talking back any path which is not so clean and clear. When someone is following, and Vivekananda came and criticized, but after long criticism, Sri Ramakrishna listened and ultimately says, but my son, that is also one way to reach God. So you see the broadness of Sri Ramakrishna's view and the profundity of his understanding. And we are fortunate to come under that umbrella to understand Sri Ramakrishna, and if we love him, then all the characteristics what he carried himself will be in our assets. Our life will be blessed by that. Thank you all.